Alright, so it is day 9 of this challenge. I wanted to stream for day 8, but I didn't really get the time to. And it is pretty late into day 9, 8 at night. So yeah, not off to a great start. But the goal here for day 9 is to finish the rest of Peaceful Rest Valley. Because there's 2 more drops we have to get there. Except that second drop, we're not gonna get. And that's because the enemy I'm talking about is the territorial oak, which explodes when they die, and it does a ton of damage to the party. So yeah, they're pretty dangerous to fight right now, so we can't get their drop until later into chapter 2. Right, so far this challenge is not really going so well in terms of time management because it's day 9 and I've taken so many breaks already. You know, I completely expected being like halfway to chapter 3 at this point, but no, we're still in chapter 2. Alright, so the drop we're gonna be getting for this recording is from the Lil UFO, which has a 4 in 128 chance of dropping a skip sandwich. You know, what is it with enemies in this game and their drops being completely useless? And even if the enemy has an ultimate equipment drop, which is like the party's ultimate defense item or weapon, like you still don't need them to beat the game. Is it better? Is it better to have them? Yeah, totally. It is better. But do you need it? No. We have to single them out because we already got the spinning robos drop. Nope, that's a spinning robo. We need a Lil UFO. Okay, there's one down there, but he's gonna despawn if I walk to where he is. Dude, this game does not want... Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. We just gotta despawn that. He went back down. No, come back. Come on, come back. Come on, I know you. See, what I'm trying to do is bait him so that he can get stuck on this wall right here. And when he gets stuck on that wall, he won't be able to move. And then I can just walk far enough to despawn the spinning robo. You know what? Come on. Oh, yeah. And he didn't get stuck on the wall. Come on. Come on. Yep. Perfect. Okay, I didn't want you to go that far. Alright, we got him singled out. That took 4.5 minutes to do that. Alright, we got the save state. And because I keep losing count on how many encounters it takes to get an enemy's drop, I'm no longer going to be counting the encounters. Instead, we'll just save the counting for the edited versions of these recordings. So yeah, no more counting the encounters. Okay, that spinning robot over there won't get to... He won't get to join the fight with this little UFO because he's so far away, and it takes... You know, it doesn't really take as much time to start a battle as it does for that spinning robo to actually join the battle. Which, that's good, that he can't join the battle because he's too far away. And if he did join the battle, the 4 in 128 chance of the little UFO's drop would go down to a 2 in 128 chance. Yeah, I've also seen a commenter on my recordings, and it seems like they're trying to do this challenge as well, because they told me that when they were getting Captain Strong's drop, it took them 74 attempts, and apparently they're doing it on the original console. And something you guys should know is that if you do this challenge on the original SNES version of EarthBound, it will take you a lot longer. It will cause you more pain. And that's because save states don't exist on the original version. So it's a good thing that almost every version after the SNES version of this game has save states. Like, literally, the original one is the only one I can think of that doesn't have save states. So yeah, this challenge will be a lot more difficult without save states. But congratulations to them for getting Captain Strong's drop without save states. Because, like, seriously, you guys will never understand the pain of having to get Captain Strong's drop. You guys will not understand the pain. I literally had to disqualify his drop the first time I did this challenge. And in the EarthBound Enemy Drop Challenge movie that I made, I referred to getting Captain Strong's drop as the time of suffering. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I actually called it the time of suffering. Because it was a time of suffering for me. Like I said, you guys will never understand the pain. But I hope that commenter actually documents their run and makes a YouTube video about it, because I would love to see that, if I'm being honest. I would really love to see their run being documented. Because, you know, I want to understand their pain of having to get all the drops without save states. Like, dude, I love making my life a living heck sometimes, but if I'm being honest, I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even attempt this challenge without save states. Okay, what am I saying? I kind of already did the first time I did this challenge. Because the first time I did this challenge, I didn't really have as much knowledge on the drops as I do now. Because back then I was like, oh, just fight enough of these enemies and just hope you get the drop. No, it's not like that. And there were multiple sections of the challenge where I just didn't think to use save states, even though they were right there. Like seriously, I don't know what I was thinking by not using save states most of the time. But yeah, if you're that commenter, I really want you to document your run because I want to see your pain of doing this challenge without save states. Smash hit for 191 damage. No, I wonder which drops that person is doing now. They're probably in the same section I am in right now. But yeah, the plan is for the next like 2 or 3 days of this challenge. We're getting the little UFOs drop, which I'm doing right now, and then we're gonna do the Lilliput Steps Sanctuary and get all the drops there. And so that I can also train Paula up because she's pretty weak right now. And then after the Lilliput Steps Sanctuary is done, I'm gonna get the last drop here in Peaceful Rest Valley, because then we're gonna be strong enough to face on the Territorial Oak. And then after that, Chapter 2 will be done. And then we're gonna do Winters first in Chapter 3. And that's because the drops in Winters are arguably some of the... It's probably gonna be the easiest part of this challenge, if not the easiest. Because all of the drops in Winters, when we get to Chapter 3, they all have high drop rates. So, yeah, when we get to Chapter 3, Winters is gonna be done first. And I'm also doing Winters first is because when we have to do Threed, I want Jeff on the party. That way, the grinding goes by a lot faster. And I know it's a bit corny to say this, but when it comes to this challenge, 2 heads are better than 1 head. And what I mean by that is that the more party members we have, the less time it will take to kill enemies. Because more party members mean having more opportunities to hit the enemy and kill them. So yeah, 2 heads are better than 1 head. And in this case, 3 heads are better than 2. But yeah, one of the reasons why I just keep taking breaks, it's because my dad wants to play some video games too. He's been trying to beat Super Mario World. Oh, we got it. We got it. I did not expect to get it that fast. Okay, 15 minutes. That is pretty good. Especially given how low a 4 in 120 chance is. Oh my god, I did not expect to get it that fast, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, let's go back to Happy Happy Village so that we can save the game. But anyway, as I was saying, my dad has been trying to beat Super Mario World. And Super Mario World is one of my favorite 2D Mario games of all time. You know, I love the power-ups. I love the enemies, the levels. Well, most of the levels. Of course, there's Yoshi. Gotta love my boy Yosh. And also, I call Yoshi Yosh as a joke because I don't know, that's just been a recurring joke for me to call Yoshi Yosh. But yeah, he's been getting brutalized by Super Mario World. And I don't know. For some reason, I just like watching people play games and then struggle at them. Because I feel like if you struggle at a game or you like die in a game in a funny way, it just makes the moments even more funny for some reason. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. But that wasn't too bad. 15 minutes of grinding. But in the next recording, we're going to be doing the Lilliput Step Sanctuary. So stay tuned for that.